Hey everyone, I'm Bill.
I'm Wagner.
And we are with Cali Moto TV, and today we're here in Sacramento at A&S Motorcycle, test riding a couple of motorcycles. So come on in, we're going to take a look at the dealership and take a look at these motorcycles we're going to test ride. Alright everyone, so I am riding today the new GS 1250. I'm super stoked to be riding this. I've never ridden a GS personally myself. I'm more of a sport guy kind of rider, but I'm super stoked to review this bike. Some of the statistics on this bike: the base model starts about $17,500 and goes up to this HP version just under $21,000. Heated hand grips, electronic suspension, it's got it all. Horsepower wise, it is about 136 horsepower. It's got 100 foot-pounds of torque, 1250 cc's of course, and we are introducing, or this year they're introducing this from the 1200, the new variable cam, which the variable cam is going to give you a smoother mid-range to your high range. So from low RPMs to high RPMs, you're going to have a nice even power band. What I'm most excited about is they're introducing this into the S1000RR. So right now I just got to make do with the new R1250 until my S1000RR comes in, but let's go ahead and take this bad boy for a quick test ride.
All right, I think we are ready. My excitement level right now is pretty up there. So this display, let's see it. This is the new display that the S1000's getting. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, look at that, we're in dynamic mode already. So we're going out with Chuck today. He's the demo, GS demo. Oh, vibration. Alright, I don't know how much camera we'll be able to use on that one, but wow, so the controls are pretty cool. We've got the menu buttons, shocks, alright, heated hand grips, we'll keep those off. It's a beautiful day here in sunny California. Ooh, oh, look at that display. That's super cool. So it's just the numbers rev up. So let's come on, Chuck. I'm ready. This is gonna be fun. So A&S is giving us insurance purposes, we've got to ride with Chuck, but Chuck has given us a special treatment today, so we're gonna get a little extra. I think we're good. Look at that, Chuck, we don't warm up our tires that way. So we got Bogna behind us, so we're cruising along here. Very nice. So the new joystick on this is super cool. It gives you some different options, and then when you get to the different options, So this model does not have the shift assist, unfortunately. That's kind of a bummer. Yeah, so we've got some different options that we can go through as far as the oh, Chuck got ready. Ooh, Chuck was like, all right, my tires are warm. So so a little bit of vibration, which I'm not used to. This is you know, the twin Boxster motor. Oh, let's get on this right now. Nice little pickup. I don't mind that. I won't complain. Oh yeah. Woo! A second gear. So this is that time that the cam. I'm gonna butcher it. It's the new cam design. So what's nice is that the cam design gives you a smooth range all the way through the power band. So the power band, obviously, you know, usually it's low at the bottom and then it kind of torques up as the RPMs go up. I saw a very cool video the other day that they were talking about the new S1000 and this variable cam gear, and it talked about, you know, when you add more power to a motorcycle, what ends up happening is you know, you lose that mid-range, and that's what obviously manufacturers have been battling with these big 1000 bikes for some time, right? They add more of this and then everyone complains that the mid-range is all screwed up and whatnot. So BMW has done this new cam design, and I'm not far from expert in motors, so but it is to give it a nice smooth power band all the way up the power band. So and I can feel it already. I mean, we're just, you know, this obviously red line's quite a bit lower than my BMW S1000, yeah. So second gear, you can see Bogna back there, but it's just nice and smooth, you know. I mean, the delivery is not it's not overpowering at all. I mean, it gives you a little kickback, but it's definitely not a power band that throws you off. Even the S1000, it really doesn't, like, I mean, it kicks in and you got a little bit, but you know, like the my Gixxer, man, when that power comes on, it just whips you back, right? So this is a nice it's a nice power band. So let's see if we can get, oh, look who I found. That's the new G310. Very nice turn. So it's kind of our first little turn. Oh, this thing handles really nice. I mean, that was nice. We're not going that fast, but geez, that just felt nice and smooth. So we've got up here, we've got our windscreen adjuster, so we can adjust the height of the windscreen. So that's kind of nice. And just some controls, our heated hand grips, our different modes, which we've got rain, road, dynamic, and enduro mode. Ended up in rain mode. It's unacceptable. But you can feel the delivery is much different. I mean, there's it's got a little more kick when it gets into the higher RPMs, but you can definitely tell the dynamic is just dynamic. I mean, that thing's got some pickup. Woo! This side we've got some adjustable suspension, so we're in auto dynamic suspension. Let's see if we can, so we've got road and then dynamic. Let's go on dynamic again. So it's road and dynamic. So the suspension, it adjusts, and something that's so ridiculous, like a hundredth of a thousandth of a second or something like that. I mean, it's pretty dang fast that this suspension adjusts that. Cruise control, our ABS, so if we want to turn our ABS off, I believe that's our traction control. I believe that's our wheelie control button. And then our menu buttons, signals. So it's nice, it's comfortable. It's a little wide, which I kind of knew. So it's a little but it's and it's tall, of course. So seat heights, I think there's some different seat heights available. We're going to we can have, I think, 2 or 3 different seat heights. I think Bogna's not seeing her blinker. There we go. And I apologize, I'm trying to figure out this shift pattern. These kooky manufacturers put the shift pattern in some weird way I don't quite understand. Everything in our collection is all GP shift. I bet you Bogna is fussing with the same thing, shifting up, shifting down. Just I've got a little, I like the GP shift myself. So here we go again. Navigation is you can add on the navigation. And what else do we got on this? So it's all keyless. So if you guys didn't notice, the keyless ride. So keys in my pocket, obviously, and it is just a push button. I'm bummed because I believe I saw the S1000 is keyed. It'll fog up here. This thing open. So I believe the S1000 is keyed. It would have nice to have that keyless, but you get that 310. All right. Oh, look, I got it in gear. So we're riding. It is December 8th, and we're at 60 degrees outside. What a fantastic day. A little chilly this morning. I think it was like 50 this morning. But we've had some decent weather, a few rains here and there, so we welcome the rain. Crazy shifter. So this thing is this thing's nice. I really like the way that it feels. The acceleration, the motor, just it's just so very seamless, so to speak. We've got, where did we turn in here, Chuck? There we go. Oh, there we go again, shift to normal. The power delivery is nice, and the comfort, and you know, you're definitely upright, and I'm not really an upright person. You know, I ride the MT-09 every once in a while. Oh, look at that, we've got the BMW neutral issue. Hopefully not. But you know, I tend to be more of the sport bike rider, so this is a little bit a different feel. The MT-09, I got introduced to the kind of upright, so it's been that was definitely a nice you know, introduction. But this is nice, it's comfortable. I can see, you know, I've read a lot about people talking about, you know, they can ride this thing all day, and I can easily see how you can just sit on this thing all day long and just ride this thing for hours and hours. You know, I can tell you, if I'm heading up to Washington or whatnot, we can definitely I could sit on this thing for 10 hours, you know, so. All right, so let's see. little Boggy's back there, tucking behind her little windscreen. So what I did notice is there's a lot on this joystick, and it looks like there's even another button that can go there. There's a lot going on. Now, obviously, we know that you know, this hand is less than this, so we just have a few little things over here. But it's because the dial that is there, it makes it a little harder stretch for the blinker. Not too much, but just a little bit. So you can see my thumb is just, you know, I gotta kind of make a point to come over here, but I think that jog dial, you know, it's what it is, right? There's not much we can do about it. Alright, we're gonna get on the freeway. This is nice of A&S to let us do this little extended ride. Oh, how I want to turn off the traction control right now and just accidentally wheelie, but I think it's better that we just keep it on the test ride. Very nice bike, very nice bike. If you've not been on a GS, I think that this review is going to be more for you guys. It gives you the opportunity to really see, you know, how we're sitting and the upright, and it's an easy bike to ride. It really is not that hard. So I can't complain too much about how it was just, it's easy to get on, and popping over, pop it up. There we go. So it was, yeah, it's nice to get on. Now, you know, I know if there's some 1,200 people that are looking for, you know, what's new on this thing, I can't tell you much because I've never ridden a 1200 before. It's my first time really on this adventure style bike. So it's, turn this on while we're here. So it's really nice. It's a nice, easy bike to ride. I know for you 1,200 people, I know the big thing is the cam gear, the variant cam gear, and that's such a big, I think it's just a big change. We're a little higher in CCs. We're about 50 higher in CCs, but I think that's just simply the change in the cam design. But outside that, I mean, I kind of was looking at the 1200, and there's, you know, very similar. There might be some minor changes. It's definitely not going to be, you know, your S1000 from 2019 to 2020. You're definitely, that's a whole new motorcycle. This one is just some minor changes, but the big thing is that cam gear in it, and it I can feel it. I can feel that it makes such a difference. So could I justify, if I had a 1200, would I justify spending 17 base price, 22 for a fully loaded one? I probably couldn't, but I mean, if I was looking for a touring bike, I like this bike. I do, and I can consider riding this up in the hills, and, you know, going on maybe a weekend trip with Bogna. I can easily see how she would be able to ride on the back of this comfortably. Cases, hard cases are available. I don't think this one has the racks installed on it, but I believe that's just simply an option. So and some of the packages that are on this, they automatically come with it under certain packages, and then some, if you don't want to go with the, you know, with the HP series one, maybe you just you know, you want the base one and you add the bags to it, you know. The heated hand grips I know are an option. The dynamic shift is an option, which this one does not have. A little disappointing. I wish that they would put those on everything. It's so nice. But I believe it's got the full automatic suspension, so that's nice. It's a little rough right now, but I think if we would go, let's actually switch it to road. Let's see if this God, I had to go quiet because I think if it feels a lot smoother. So obviously I think we're softer now, right? So we're softer obviously, and it's cushier. I like it. I think the dynamic mode, if we're hauling ass up on the mountain, throw that in the dynamic mode. But I think tootling around like we're doing right now, it definitely is definitely with road mode. I like road mode. Alright, so I think we're getting back on here. So transmission shifts fairly nicely. That one had a little clicky click. Just seemed like it didn't sync up that great. So we got get on this. Really, the acceleration I can't obviously get on too much. But you can feel it. It feels good. So all in all, I think this is it's a different style bike than what I'm used to. It's interesting to ride this bike as my first kind of review. Although I would have loved to review my new S1000, which, by the way, A&S will be delivering to me sometime early 2019. So stay tuned for that video, because we'll have a full I believe we're gonna actually get it crated straight to A&S, and we're gonna do a full review. My understanding is I am getting one of the first ones, so I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked. But so the 1250, it's a bit different, but if you're looking for that all-around bike, I mean, this is an all-around bike, right? I mean, I've seen them at the track. Berryessa, I know guys that ride the older GS's that just haul ass. And then of course, you want to do some off-road stuff. If you want to take it and do a little bit of trail riding and stuff, you've got a great all-around bike here. So let's start a little scale on this. What do I think? I think comfort, I'm gonna give it a 10. I really like this. Handling, from what I feel, I'll give it a 10. Obviously it's big barred, but style, I love it. I'm gonna give it a 10. So overall, let's give it a 9 as an overall. So I really like it. So we're back here at A&S. So a huge shout out to A&S. Thank you, A&S, for providing these bikes. I really appreciate it.